Hello, it's Christine at Spring Creek Bathworks. I have started making soap with only a 14% water. I want to show you how easy it is to unmold it, and it has only been about 16 hours. So here it is in the mold. I'm going to show you. I believe it comes apart from the mold that easily, and then I'm going to pop it, wiggle it, shake it, whatever you want to call it. And there it is. Look at that, came out completely perfect. Sharp corners. Here, I'll show you the mold. Totally clean inside the mold. So I'm going to do a cutting video. This is a soap for my wholesale client. Let me cut a little edge off this. This was a drop swirl. All right, it got better. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There we go. This time I made sure that the uncolored batter was thicker, and then I poured it with a heavier hand. So now it looks more like, well, that's still pretty light. This is what I'm trying to get back to. I gotta figure out. I need to figure out what to do differently with my swirl. It's very hard to control swirls. But the goal here was for navy blue and black. And I made 20 bars yesterday. I've made the black a little bit lighter. And now look at that, it's actually a pretty charcoal gray. I'm happier with the navy there. I guess I was too heavy-handed with the black oxide before, because the navy went to almost black and the black was very, very deep. Actually, this is pretty, you can see the grays here, it's pretty cool. And again, this is the fragrance oil this is the uncolored part. And oddly, the fragrance oil is morphing to this pinkish color. I did not insulate this. I used to insulate all my soap, but I tried to see what would happen if I do not insulate. Would that help it not get pink? Also, by not insulating this time, I did not get the bubbles up the side. For those of you who know about soap making, there's a method some people do called C-pop, where they put this soap in the oven after, and it hardens it up so you can unmold it quicker and there's less evaporation. But you cannot put your silicone mold into the oven, or it will do the boiling up bubbles on the sides thing, which is what happened to me last week. So I'm going to have a theory that when I insulated my soap last week, the combination of the fast heating in the mold, because this is only a 14% water formula. Ah, there we go, that's what I wanted. The 14% means that it goes through the saponification process faster, it heats up faster, and when it heated up quickly, inside the mold, it made little bubbles that went up the edges of the mold like it was boiling. I mean, it wasn't boiling, but there were bubble holes, like little bubble imprints. glad with how those turned out. Also, I had some leftover and I decided to, last week I had leftover and I poured it into this other mold that I have. So let's take a look at that. Let me slide this out of the way. So I have this mold, and last week I poured half of the batch in, and then yesterday's leftover went to here. So let's cut this. Got freezer paper on the top, so it looks ugly, but I can fix that. Oof. Hope I don't break my string. It doesn't like the difference. So here's last week's versus this week's. How strange is that? I'll make my kids use this. It's not that pretty. Actually, let me try it this way. Oh, I broke my string. Shoot. Well, I'll have to fix that. See, if you try to cut with your wire cutter soap that's too hard, it breaks the string. You also cannot use it on melt and pour soap. So let that be a lesson to you. Bye.